Let's also get in Abhishek Goenka, who's founder and CEO India Forex Advisors, and he joins us live on the show as well. Abhishek, hi. How are you reading the kind of decline that we have seen on the currency after 4 days of gains? Would you say it's mostly about the OMC demand coming back, or it has been the choppy equity markets today?
So of course, equity markets has been playing a very important role. So wherever we are seeing the markets going up by 300-400 points, the rupee is appreciating, and vice versa. And today the markets were kind of down and the rupee went weak. And I personally feel that this was more of a correction, and I agree with Vijay that overall dollar momentum is still on. And the Fed looking at tapering maybe early next year. I think the US dollar is still going to remain strong. In fact, the data in the US in terms of for non-farm payrolls or other data or the growth expectations in the US is still good. So we personally feel that the dollar index, which is close to around 80 levels right now, should typically go towards 83, 84 levels in the next year. And the rupee would also follow the same course, and the rupee would start weakening. So any dips is probably a good levels to go long. And I think the major band is going to be between 61.5 to 65 before the Fed starts tapering. And it totally depends on the amount of tapering and the velocity of tapering and how much weakness can be seen in the rupee. But then overall, I think this should be a broad range before the tapering happens with a little bit of weaker bias.
Abhishek, how would you, put it to the international markets? Now, more or less, there's a sentiment that there could be an extension of Fed stimulus at least till March 2014. Do you think that gives enough impetus to go long on the emerging market currencies?
So if you look at that typically, if you take an economist poll, everybody is talking about March, that the Fed will taper by March. But the Fed is known for surprises. So I really don't know that whether it's going to happen in March or in January. I mean, possibly with the US numbers coming out good, possibly it can happen in January also. So I would personally not buy emerging market currencies or the Asian currencies, because I feel that the dollar has still that strength left, which is still not reached. In fact, in India, if you look at a very beautiful development, if you see that we have seen around $18 billion worth of money coming into India, but on the debt market, if you see, we have seen close to around $8 billion of outflows. So even though the yield has been going up, the forward premiums going up, the net yield in India is negative. And because of the inflation concerns, the interest rates are going up, the 10-year bond yields are going up, still the money in the debt markets are not coming in. That's again not a very, very positive thing for India. Though the FII's stake in Indian debt markets are less, but still that continuous outflow from the debt market is not really good. And we're looking at a research that even though we have seen the growth falling in India, we have seen money coming into Indian equities. Now that's something which is a lot dependent on the free money which is coming into India, and that shows our dependence on the QE. And that's the reason I'm a little scared that if the QE starts tapering in January, then definitely it may not be very good news for India.
Abhishek, just taking a leap out of what you said just now, high inflation, does that really mean high interest rates going forward as well? And how much of an interest rate hike are you expecting for the rest of FY14?
So difficult to say that how much interest rate hikes is in the minds of the RBI governor or the RBI team right now, but then definitely looking at the CPI and the WPI numbers, CPI numbers close to 10%, WPI 7%, and the food inflation really being high, I don't see this interest rates going down at least, and it's been going up, and the 10-year bond yields I expect would be inching towards 9.10, 9.20 maybe.
Fair point. So some more bearishness or some more choppiness in the rupee really not ruled out. Abhishek, we'll let you go at that. Appreciate you joining us for your sense on currencies. With that, let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the commodity markets, where gold is trading in a tight range as investors await the release of minutes of US Fed Reserve policy meeting later in the day today. The Brent climbs above $106 a barrel, while the US crude futures rise for a second day after Fed Reserve Chairman Bernanke reassured about ultra-easy monetary policy continuing.